Aloha Stampers, I'm Cheryl Hamilton, and today I want to show you the January technique for my technique classes. It's called Stampin' in the Round, and it's a new one to me. This is the first time I've tried it. It's where you make a template with your Stamparatus and you stamp small images in a circle like a wreath or something, and I'm really hooked on it now, and I hope you will be too. So I just want to show you the three cards we're doing in our class. So the first one is kind of a tropical one. I love it because I'm really thinking I'm going to use this paper a lot living on Maui. The DSP or Designer Series paper is called Tropical Oasis, and it's kind of a vintage look to it, and got beautiful flowers and leaves, and even some of those woody cars, you know, those are really neat. So the other things I like on this, here's the round the round image and made with the Stamparatus, and I like Our Friendship is Timeless, just seemed to be really neat with the round. Look at this cute little trinket. Oh my gosh, those are super cute, and it has like little pine, it's called Tropical Oasis trinkets. They have pineapples and hibiscus, ukuleles, and leaves, I think. They're really cute. So, and then this braid was just really pretty. They all go together nicely. So I just wanted to show that off. Another one we'll be making is a Valentine, because I wanted to do that. This one, I did the same thing with the Stamparatus, and then when I was done with it, I just cut it out a circle. And can you see this blingy paper? Oh, I don't know. There it is. You see the shine on there? That's called From My Heart Specialty Designer Series paper. And whenever you have a specialty paper, I think you pay $1 or so more, but I love them because they always have some kind of a blingy sparkle to them. So that's really pretty. Oh, and look at these little gems. Aren't those fun? I just have a few of those tucked on there. So those are in that same From My Heart Valentine kit in the new mini catalog. Those are called From My Heart Faceted Gems. So that's another. Last one is my birdie card. You have to have kind of small images to do this technique. So this was the bird from, anybody know what that is? It's from Painted Glass. That was a really pretty, I think it had a bird and a rose and some other image, but it had really, you know, it went with the Painted Glass set. Very pretty. And the other thing I wanted to show you was, this is from that Tropical Suite also, and it's called Coastal Weave Embossing Folder. So anyway, I'll switch over now and show you how this is done. For this technique, you need to start with a template. So to make the template, I grabbed some 6x6 thick cardstock. It's very vanilla, and I am using the largest layering squares, and I'm gonna place it as well as I can in the middle. You can probably use grid paper and tape it and things like that, but for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna just eyeball it and hope it comes out. Okay, darn, there's my plate. Okay, so you can actually use this piece for your first card if you want to, so set that aside. And then the next thing for your template is just to put this as well as you can in the middle. And you're looking at, you know, all the little triangles, trying to get them kind of the same, and these, and it's pretty close. So I will do that. Okay, so here's my template, and because it could be a little bit off, I usually will, just a second, get this out of here. I'll usually mark a corner, like this. This is stamping in the round. But that'll let me know that I'm gonna always have it up in this corner. I'm gonna go ahead and use the template I was using before, just so I make sure this flower is positioned properly. Okay. Okay, to make my card, I started out, I lost my directions. Here they are. Okay, to make my card, I started out by cutting it so that it is a skinny card that opens from the bottom. And to do that, you cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and then you score at 5 1/2 inches. Okay, so I was using soft sea foam, is this pretty color. And then, let me grab one of those. Okay, and then the designer series paper is called Tropical Oasis, and I'll just show you a few of these. This is beautiful. This is like my favorite, those old woody cars. We used to have one of those, believe it or not, when I was in like 7th grade, and it was pretty neat. But I think I'm going to use lots and lots of this living in Hawaii. It's really fun colors. Here's another couple of them, and all those fruits and stuff. Okay, so yeah. Oh, and another thing, just to show you, I haven't even opened this yet, but it's a Memories and More card pack that's Tropical Oasis, and I know this is going to be fun for making. It's got some big cards, which are like 4 by 6, and then some small ones I can see in the back, but I haven't even opened it yet. So, okay, so the Tropical Oasis designer series paper, I cut it 4 1/2 by 1 1/2, and let's see, Crumb Cake was 4 1/2 by 2 13/16, so it would go match perfectly with my largest square that I had cut out. This would also be pretty neat if you embossed it, but I just didn't think it needed it. So that's all I need to get started. So what I've done with my Stamparatus, when you're going to use this, you always make sure everything is really well in the corner, because that'll help you line everything up. I just usually use 1 magnet, because if you use 2, there's a chance they'll snap together and break. I don't think I'm careful enough, so that's why I'm doing 1. So I'm just holding down my template. This is the piece I had already cut from it, but again, it's from the largest framelit from the squares. So I'm just setting it in my template, putting the magnet over it, and I'm gonna stamp all my flowers in Mango Melody. And the set is, this flower actually comes from I can't remember what's upside down, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm kind of new at these YouTubes. But it's Forever Blossoms. This is new. This design is gorgeous, but I'm using the little flower. And so here's how you do it. You set, I put the flower, I guess I should just do it, or you guys might not get it. Okay, I'll take the flower, I set it down exactly where I want it, and I just start at the top, and then when I put the Stamparatus down, it grabs it, and you lift up, and the magnet should keep your paper in place. So I am inking it up. That looks good. And I just keep turning it one little turn to the left. Using the Stamparatus, a lot of times I'll get ink on the plate, and the stamp lifts it up enough that I don't tend to have any problem with this getting on my card, but it's still something to be aware of. I really like using my stamping spots, you know, that are like this big, that I get with my paper pumpkins whenever I use the Stamparatus. That's my favorite way, you know, type of ink to use. But I don't think I had any with this mango. One more. Oops. There you go. And I like to use a cut up chamois for sponge for cleaning my things on the Stamparatus. So there you go. I'm done with the first part of this, and it probably needs some Wink of Stella for sure. Wherever I put it. Oh, I lost it. Here's some. Okay. I'm just going to do it in the middle. Actually, I'll do the whole thing because just to see what it looks like. My other card, I just did the middle. My ladies love Wink of Stella, that's for sure, and I do too. You can dress up everything. I don't know if you can see it. I have no idea, but anyway, it's real sparkly. Okay, so here's my card. I'm going to start assembling. Okay, this one, here's my paper. Again, I think I told you guys already, but this is Tropical Oasis Designer Series paper, cut at 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. And then this other one, my crumb cake, I cut it 4 1/4 by 2 13/16. And before I stick it on there, I was going to stick the sentiment over it. To do the sentiment, I decided to use the Stamparatus because this thing is kind of long, and it's going to be hard to fussy cut it perfectly. And I couldn't find a skinny enough die cut or punch, you know, that was that long. So I decided I'm cutting out, let me find my papers. Okay, I cut out strips at, cut them out at 4 1/4 by just a 1/2 inch. And, oh, here it goes. So I'm using another Stamparatus, but I like to use the grid papers that come with the Stamparatus. And so these are the directions for clasps. Left edge goes here. So they know to not do it like that, but to line it up as well as they can against the line. And then this is different because we're gonna have enough room to, we're gonna cut some off. Let me just make sure, yeah, that'll be good. So I'm stamping it in early espresso. If you push too hard, like just crunch it so as hard as you can, it might actually make it so you can't read the words as well. You just do it firmly. And then also some of the edge might, if it has ink on it, it might get on it. And so yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna trim off just a little piece on the end. Put this aside. Okay, so the way I did it was first I added some dimensionals to the back of this. Using the mini dimensionals. Okay, and I'm gonna put it right in the middle. Oh, I did it on white. I should have done it on vanilla, but I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna do it over for you guys, sorry. Okay, so I put this in the middle of here, and then I wanna line up I want to line up this left edge with the edge over here. So I'm going to stick it down that way. So I'm not ready to put everything on the card yet. Okay, that looks lined up. And then before I stick it down, because I'm actually going to pop this up just a little bit, so I'm going to use the, what's it called? Braided burlap trim. That looks really Hawaiian-y. I'm going to cut 4 inches. And I'm going to use some tear and tape if I could find some. I have to use the old kind. Can't believe I still have some of this sticky strip left. I'm using up. So I'm trying to figure out where I want it. I know I wanted the edge to go like down to here, and I'm putting it on like that. I'm going to fray the ends a little bit like that and use a piece of Scotch tape for the back. Like that. That'll hold it, that's on there really well. And then I'm going to use some regular dimensionals. I didn't want to put a dimensional right over the braid because it'll lift it up even that much more. So I tried to go to the side of it. Okay, so I'm just putting it where I like it. It's raining out there today, boy. I'm on Maui, but it's a big storm today. So, okay, so I'm gonna put it there, and that trinket is the best. So let me find those. These are super cute, Tropical Oasis trinkets, and look what's in here. So ukuleles, beautiful leaves, hibiscus, and is there another thing? Oh, pineapples. Isn't that cute? So, I've already used the ukulele. I'll use a hibiscus. And, oh, look, they're double. The hibiscus are really double-sided. That's weird. So, because the others have a front and a back. But, okay. So I am just putting it someplace. How about there? Isn't that cute? Yay! I really like that card. That's fun. And, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you give this Stamping in the Round a try. Please leave a comment for me or any questions, and I'll get right back to you. And I'd love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, thanks again. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.